Hello and welcome to Motivation Monday to power up your week. Happy winter solstice and summer solstice if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. What a day of celebration. Can you imagine growing up in ancient times when there was no electricity? No electricity. Is it even, and there's still many parts of the world that do not have electricity in this 21st century. And so what do they rely on? They rely on tracking the sun. So here we are in the Northern Hemisphere winter solstice. This is the longest, darkest day of the year. Thank you to the ancients who have tracked this and have allowed technology today to really take it a step further and take it a step further into the other planetary conditions that may influence our environment. You see, we are a product of our environment. And often when we take a look at how we can control our environment, or how better to say, how can we create? How can you take ownership on how you create your environment? It has a huge interplay on our cellular structure, our cellular beingness. So within these 55 trillion cells within this vessel, this skinned petri dish, we have an opportunity to either create love or fear. Both come with a significant influence on the state of our cellular health. One promotes health and growth, and one promotes, you got it, that isolation, that high intensity environment in which the cells weaken and die off. And yes, all cells do die off. I think 3 million cells die per second, and then they're replenished. So what do we want them to be able to be replenished with? Okay, so now we've got love and we've got fear. How do I, if my environment is predicting fear or influencing fear, or even controlling you with fear, then what? What do? I'm victim to my environment. No, you're not. Not at all. You see, how we can change our environment. We can certainly say, okay, the exterior environment is not one of growth, not one of creating immunity in my cellular structure. It's creating an isolation. It's creating a fear. It's creating an environment that doesn't promote growth. It's actually stagnating the human psyche. How do I create something different for me? How do I create something that I can actually see better with? So in order to see, we celebrate the light. So let's celebrate summer solstice today. Let's celebrate winter solstice today and invite that light. See that light, be that light. So what is light? Light is the ability to emit and sort of get your glow on with your cells. If we want to walk in this glow, I call it get your glow on. If we want to walk in this light, if we want to walk in this growth, this evolution, then we need to look at love or fear. Love will provide you that growth. Now, when we look at something, we can look at something in love or in fear. And when you're looking at something, what is that? That is your perception. That's your perception. That's your energetic perception of what is happening. So then we need to take a look at how do we change that perception? What do you think? You got it. It's all in our mind. It is our mind. Our mind is our receptor to create our perception. And our cells all have receptors on them that they have the little antenna receptors And we have an energetic receptor as well. That is quantum physics. That is the beginning of quantum physics. But in a nutshell, everything has a receptor. So we are bringing in the energy of our environment, our external environment, and our internal environment. But we can create anything we want in the mind. The mind doesn't know reality as we can create our reality. So create love. The easiest way to create love is you must start here first, to love yourself. And the easiest way to start to learn to love yourself is to find that stillness within you. To slow down the chaotic mind that's overstimulating your environment. And the easiest way to create stillness is through meditation. It doesn't even need to be called meditation. It can be, I am simply creating stillness. So I thought we'd take a couple minutes this Monday, or whenever you're watching this, and create some stillness. And to step into the power of you. At this time of this massive Saturn and Jupiter conjunction, along with winter and summer solstice around the world, we have an opportunity to make a choice. We have an opportunity to step out of fear. We have an opportunity to come back into your critical thinking in this critical time. A lot of people are bringing to light the fact that we could be the sixth extinction, that we have an opportunity now with Saturn and Jupiter and this great conjunction of things that are changing for the first time in 200 years is the first time that they have ever been this close together. The first time in 400 years that they have actually changed elements. And it's coming in from the earth and into the air element, which is being duly called the dawning of Aquarius, which also represents a dawning of a new era of civilization. So if we want to take our responsibility and our accountability for being a part of this love or fear environment, then I ask you, I beg you, I hope to guide you to live in this environment of love. You see, it has different hormonal effects. If you take a look at love, it has that dopamine and has this growth hormone amongst two things that come up to me off the top of my head. And you have this fear that creates a hormone of cortisol and epinephrine, that fight, flight, freeze. So let's take a moment and come into this love environment and create it for you. I always start with grounding, centering, and aligning. This allows you to bring in your safety and your security. It allows you to love bigger. If you're unsafe, if you're feeling unsafe, then it restricts you. There's not a big trust relationship between you and your body. We come and we center into our heart and we align with something greater than us, which is our source. We all come from the same source, whatever that may be. It doesn't matter whether we're Muslim, Jewish, Christian, black, white, or any yellow, brown, whatever color you want to call somebody on the spectrum of the rainbow or the spectrum of color. We all come from the same umbrella. We all come from the same source. Yes. And that is where we need to come back to that oneness and come back to that love oneness, not a fear individual oneness, to bring it together. in oneness. And we can do that by promoting into the field love. So feel your feet on the floor. Feel your sit bones wherever you may be sitting, or feel the support of wherever you may be laying. And allow any tension that you feel to just drop out of the body with an inhalation to your lower abdomen. Put your hand on your abdomen and see if your hand moves. That will be a good indication of whether you're breathing down into your diaphragmatic breath. And with an open mouth, exhale and settle there. And feel that settling. You can take that right down into the central core of the earth and connect with that frequency of the earth. That is definitely one of our top healing frequencies that we so importantly engage with. And for the sake of time, I want you to come into your heart and land into your heart. And breathe into your heart, the front and back of your heart. See if you can sense that breathing into the front and the back of your heart. You're actually moving the back body. You might want to teeter-totter and just find a centering point of where the body lands, sort of that 0 point. And as you are seated, you can feel the sit bones on your chair and your feet on the floor, and you've landed in your heart. I just want you to just even look up into your third eye as you extend out of the head. And imagine this imaginary line connecting with divine source creator energy up the top of the universe, through the solar system, through the Milky Way into the cosmos, and get that sense of aligning with that higher source, that higher self, that divine consciousness. And open to receive that energy, that frequency into your body. Breathing in the frequency of Mother Earth and breathing down into the frequency of divine creator, source energy, higher self, divine consciousness. The place of many names, you call it. And I'd come back and settle in your heart. And allow yourself to bathe yourself in these two energies. This energy of divine love and this energy of the safety and security of Mother Earth. Feel the bounty and the abundance offered by both of these energies. On the inhalation, allow it to come in and touch every cell and every space between each cell. Feel what you feel when you experience this. Breathe in the love and expand your heart, expand your lungs, and on the exhale, bathe it with everything. Permission to heal, permission to love, permission to be love, be the light. On the next inhalation, breathe it in and allow yourself to expand it out past your body into your energy field. And be that. Feel what you're feeling in your body. I have these truth bumps all over my body. I have like this carbonation, like this bubblingness that's expanding out through into my field. Breathe in again these two energies. Fill yourself up and now expand it into your environment so that it's for the benefit of all. And imagine these beautiful planets of Saturn who initiates the metamorphosis, that change, and to Jupiter who works with the expansion as we breathe it in. Now expand it out to your continent or your country and your continent. For the benefit of all. And one last time, breathe it in. Feel it within you and expand it out to the globe and the universe and the cosmos. to support all that is. And then just bring it back to you. And know that you can walk in this. You can turn on your receptors, your antennas, your antenna on the outside of your body, your energy signature, which is a mirror of your inside energy body. Release the static of fear. Feel this place of love. We increase our immune system from this place of love. We increase our overall well-being. We increase our growth hormones. We increase our dopamine. We increase love throughout the world. On this day of the solstice and this great conjunction, make this choice. If you get bumped out of love and back into fear, come back here. Come back here, or join our monthly membership where we do the work every single month. We have a founding member pricing of $29 till December 31st of this year, 2020. Be that change. And the easiest way to be the change is be the light. And to be the light, be the love. I love you. My name is Deborah O'Neill, CEO and founder of BlissBee.me, Integrative Holistic Health. I'm here to share because I care and I love you.